What if I told you the car sitting in your driveway right now is already obsolete? Not because of what Tesla built, not because of what Elon said on X, but because of what a small aerospace company tucked away in a lab just quietly showed the world. And nobody's really talking about it. We're standing at the edge of the biggest automotive shift since the Model T. And it's not coming from Detroit. It's not coming from Silicon Valley. It's coming from the intersection of hydrogen, artificial intelligence, and aerospace engineering. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, the way you think about cars will never be the same. Let's establish something first. The internal combustion engine, the thing that's powered cars for over 130 years, runs at roughly 20% thermal efficiency. That means for every gallon of gas you burn, you're throwing away 80% of the energy as heat. 80%. And we've been okay with that. For over a century, we built entire economies around it. But 2025 and 2026 have quietly been years where the dominoes started falling fast. CES 2026 was basically a funeral for the old car. We had NVIDIA deploying its physical AI stack into vehicles. We had autonomous robotaxi platforms going live in multiple US cities. We had software-defined vehicles that update themselves, like your phone. The car is no longer a mechanical object. It's a rolling computer. But here's the thing, the mainstream coverage keeps missing. The powertrain conversation is just getting started. And that's where it gets wild. The first concept reshaping the road is what the industry now calls the software-defined vehicle, or SDV. Forget the car you bought in 2020. That car was fixed the day it left the factory. In 2026, manufacturers like BMW, Hyundai, and a wave of Chinese EV makers are shipping cars that are literally different cars 6 months after you buy them through over-the-air updates. New safety features, new performance profiles, new driving modes, all pushed wirelessly to your vehicle while you sleep. But the real leap? AI co-pilots. Not just adaptive cruise control. We're talking about onboard systems that learn your driving patterns, predict traffic before GPS catches it, and communicate in real time with every other car on the road. Vehicle-to-vehicle communication, V2X, is the backbone. Your car talks to the car ahead of it, the stoplight, the construction zone, 2 miles out. Accidents don't just get avoided. They become statistically impossible in the scenarios these systems have mapped. This isn't a concept car on a show floor. This is what's being deployed, right now, on public roads. EV range anxiety. You know it. The number one reason people still hesitate to go electric. The current solution, lithium-ion battery packs, are bulky. They degrade over time, and they still take 30 to 45 minutes to get a meaningful charge. Solid-state batteries change all of that. Instead of liquid electrolyte inside the battery, you use a solid material, ceramic or sulfide-based compounds. The result: batteries that hold nearly double the energy density, charge in under 10 minutes, don't catch fire, and last for over 1 million miles. Toyota has been quietly working on this for years, and their roadmap has a solid-state EV hitting the market by 2027 or 2028. Competitors are racing to match them. Here's the conspiracy angle some engineers won't say out loud. This technology has existed in prototype form for over a decade. The bottleneck hasn't been science. It's been production cost. Because the moment solid-state becomes affordable at scale, the entire oil-based economy gets restructured. That's not a small thing. Trillion-dollar industries don't step aside quietly. Now, this is the one I really want to talk about. There's a company called Astron Aerospace. Small, not a household name. And they just built something that, if it scales, makes electric vehicles look like a transitional technology. It's called the H2 Starfire engine. It's a hydrogen-powered rotary combustion engine. But not like anything you've seen before. Forget the old Wankel design from the Mazda RX-7. This is an entirely different architecture. 2 counter-rotating shafts, ceramic and titanium tolerances down to 0.004 of an inch. No apex seals. No liquid cooling system needed at all. The specs are almost offensive. This thing produces 400 horsepower, weighs 120 pounds, and runs at 60% thermal efficiency. For reference, Formula One engines, built from exotic materials with unlimited engineering budgets, top out around 50%. A regular car engine sits at 20%. The only thing that comes out of the exhaust? Clean water vapor, 0 NOx emissions. It revs to 25,000 RPM. It's made of only 82 parts. It's the size of a large carry-on suitcase. Now, Astron Aerospace is being transparent that they're still in prototype phase. A full working demonstration is still in progress, but the engineering design has been publicly detailed, covered by outlets like New Atlas and Top Speed, and the underlying physics checks out. Imagine this engine paired with modern AI chassis management and a solid-state range extender. You'd have a vehicle that weighs less, produces more power, refuels in minutes with hydrogen, which can be generated on-site from water and solar and emits nothing but water. This is the concept Detroit doesn't want on a billboard, because it doesn't fit the current infrastructure model. And infrastructure is where the real money is. So where does all of this land? We have autonomous AI systems that make human error in vehicles statistically irrelevant. We have solid-state batteries turning EV range anxiety into a footnote. And we have a hydrogen rotary engine that could make the internal combustion era look like a rough draft. The car of 2030 won't just drive itself. It'll communicate with the city around it, update its own software weekly, and potentially run on hydrogen generated from your own solar panels at home, burning nothing but water as exhaust. Here's the question nobody in the mainstream is asking. Who benefits from all of this arriving slowly? Because every piece of this technology is real. The science is there. The prototypes exist. What's not there yet is the infrastructure, the hydrogen fueling network, the solid-state production at scale, the regulatory framework for fully autonomous vehicles. And infrastructure takes time. Or infrastructure takes permission, depending on who you ask. The cars of the future are being engineered right now in labs that most people have never heard of, by engineers who aren't chasing headlines, they're chasing problems. The H2 Starfire engine is either the most important automotive invention of the decade, or it becomes another patent on a shelf, buried under the weight of industry inertia. That's the thing about revolutions. They only happen when enough people know they're coming. Now you do. If this hit different, share it, because the people who need to see this are the ones still saying EVs are the only future. The conversation is bigger than that. It always was. I'll see you in the next one.